So we're going to go over some vocabulary that we have talked about before, but maybe don't remember entirely. So the first one is transformation. What is transformation? And I want you to write this down in your notes, okay? So what's transformation? There's different types of transformation. We've got translation, we've got reflection, we've got dilation, and we have rotation. So all transformation is the movement and change of geometric figures. Dyslexic today. Figures. All right, so that being said, does anybody know what geometric means? Well, it comes from the word geometry. So all it means is that it's figures that we use or see in geometry. So transformation is the movement or the change of it. So if we have a circle here and we just move it over here, that would be a translation, which is a type of transformation. Change would be if we have a triangle and then we make it really big, well, that would be a dilation, which is a change. If we have a rotation or a triangle and then we rotate it to a different position, that would also be a change. So transformation is moving or changing the figures, the geometric figures, okay? So the next thing I want you to write down, the next word is translation. This is the first type of transformation. So that being said, translations are sometimes called I'm going to write this in red because it's important, a slide. Okay? Sometimes it's called a slide because the figure doesn't turn or rotate. It doesn't get bigger or smaller. It stays the same. It just moves on the graph, okay? It moves around. So what you want to remember about translation is that the image, or let's go with figure. The figure stays the same size and orientation. Do you know what orientation means? It means to turn it. So to turn it or rotate it, to make it bigger and bigger or smaller would be size. Orientation means to rotate it or flip it, okay? So in transformation, it doesn't change, it doesn't flip, it stays the same size, and it doesn't turn. The next part of it, again, is when you have a figure and it has different points on it, every point moves in the same direction. Okay? So if you have, like, let's say here, a box, you've got point A, point B, point C, point D, and you are going to move it to the right by 4 spaces. So this would go 1, 2, 3, 4 is where that one would be. This one would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have the box over here on the right, okay? Because every point moved to the right 4 spaces. So that's what a translation is. Okay, next we have reflection, okay? So reflection is also a type of transformation, and reflection is also called a flip. I'm going to write that in red. A flip. Because it kind of flips over. So we want to, let's write down some other characteristics of it. The figures are mirror images of each other. They stay the same size, but not the orientation. So an example, let's say I'm drawing something here. If I have a, let's see, I've got a triangle and I flip it across this line of symmetry, then it would be here, exactly flipped over, okay? So it's almost like it's a mirror reflection of itself. Last word I want you to write down is line of symmetry. And that is this line right here, okay? It's the line you flip the image over.